Despite known for being a tank and damage player, Ana is one of my most played support characters. The only reason I'm doing this video is because a friend of mine, he's an Ana player and he's dog shit. Okay, that's not true, but he wanted to learn some nade spots for Ana, so I'm going to be showing some today. Ana's nade is one of the most powerful abilities in the entire game, and it's an incredible tool for engagement, both as a defensive engagement advantage, as in using it on your teammates, or as an aggressive engagement advantage, using it to increase pick potential and create space by denying oncoming healing. These spots focus on denying the enemy's healing, as you can see here on this clip on Route 66.
I threw it.
The enemy team runs Rhine, Zaya and McCree on the low ground, keeping both supports and Soldier on the gas station. I tell my friends to get ready to dive the high ground, as I wrap around the outskirts of the map for the nade spot. I begin counting down as I throw it, and they dive as soon as it hits, giving us an early pick on Soldier, and leaving the rest of the team on low ground without healing, ultimately winning us the team fight. So without further ado, I'll head over to this nade spot and show just how it's done. Head out to the right side from spawn and position yourself in between this bush and the rock next to it. Hold crouch and wedge yourself in between them until you can't move any further forward. Now, make sure you stay crouched, as this will position your camera underneath the leaves. You'll be using the leaves as guidance for where to aim. Find the two long thin leaves and move your crosshair to the next leaf down from them. You'll want to aim roughly 3/5 along this leaf, as this will land right behind where they hold on top of the gas station. Then throw. The next nade spot is on Temple of Anubis Point A. Clearing the high ground of this part of the map can be tricky sometimes, so this is a great nade to learn. Come towards the right side of the choke, then crouch and wedge yourself into this corner. Next, find this corner piece of the wall structure adjacent. Make sure you stay aiming in here, as you're going to line up the top of your ultimate meter with this corner. Once lined up, throw. This will land in the middle of the high ground, so it usually hits both the front line and the back line. Heading over to King's Row, there's a sweet but simple nade spot you can learn for some easy ult charge. In the preparation stage of the game, wedge yourself in the corner of the step in the creepy dark drug alley, and aim up towards the statue. Your nade is going to be flying through this gap in the structure. Using the window of the chapel as guidance, aim on the second grill meeting, then release the nade when the timer says 2. Make sure if you pull this nade off in game, you have one of your tanks escort you back safely, in the case of any snipers. On Hanamura, there are two offensive nade spots I want to show. The first being a nade to splash at the choke. To pull this nade off, head toward the creepy left alley and up the stairs. You don't want to go all the way up, whoa, stop right there. You can wedge yourself against the wooden beam by walking into the wall at a very slight angle until it stops you. Once you're comfy, locate this small silver structure on the ventilation unit. Without aiming in, line up the bottom of your ultimate meter with the top of the silver structure. Then fire, Captain! This nade is great for Rhine comps that like to push up at the choke and get all in your face. If, however, they're running a retarded bunker cop set up on the high ground, there's a second nade you can do to splash the backside of the left side high ground. Head back into the stingy alley, but don't head up the stairs. Press yourself up against the light pole, then reach for the sky. Get your crosshair as close to the corner without it touching, then release that bad boy into the sky, and exterminate that dumbass composition with one team fight. There's another spawn door nade you can do to earn some quick ult charge in Hollywood, California. Head up the stairs to the back high ground on defense and stand against this corner. This isn't a spot you can wedge yourself in, so just press yourself up against it and leave it at that. Locate the spire of the cinema and make sure you keep it vertically aligned with your crosshair. You're going to move your camera up, keeping that spire in the center of your screen just until it goes out of your vision. As you can see, just the tip, step bro, is just visible at the bottom of the center of the screen. And though I forgot to, you want to throw this nade when the timer at the top says 5, and it will land just above the doorway as soon as they walk through. The final nade spot I will show is an aggressive one on Eichenwalde. Come out of the central spawn door and wedge yourself into this corner. Line your crosshair just next to this wooden pole and follow it up until you reach this small metal structure in between the two protruding metal pieces. You can aim anywhere along this area and it will hit the teams that like to hold the corner. If they're pushed up a little further past the corner, use your intuition and you can aim it a little further up to splash them just before the corner. That's gonna do it for the nade spots. Let me know if you'd like to see more videos like this and comment your favorite type of wood.
Okay. Okay.